Okay, so this is day 5. I mean, the first day was just getting her in here and just kind of walking around and stuff and just getting her to turn our face towards us. Well, now we're on day 5, and as you can see, we've got a halter on her. This halter's been on for like 3 minutes, and with the lead rope, which has just a little bit of leather at the end, Isaac is starting what's called the friendly game, one of the 7 Pirelli games. And essentially, Isaac, can you explain what the friendly game does?
Well, the friendly game is rhythmic pressure, and horses like rhythmic motion. Well, sorry, not rhythmic pressure, it is rhythmic motion. And the difference between that and normal pressure is steady and it grows over time. Rhythmic pressure, rhythmic motion is a constant type of pressure. It doesn't really increase, it doesn't really decrease unless you are trying to try different levels of it, which you get into farther down the line with the whip and all that. Right now, I'm just sensitizing her to having it thrown over her back, and there's 5 different zones that you do it with. I'm on zone 3 right now, which is the easiest in my opinion. And then I can move to zone 5. The zones go pretty much from her nose to about her ears is zone 1. The neck down to her shoulders is zone 2. Shoulders down to her hindquarters are zone 3. Zone 5 is down to the dock and includes the legs and all that. Zone 5 is the tail. Zone 4 is right here. I think I said zone 5.
Oh, you said 5. So that's 4 right there?
This is 4, this is 5.
And 5 is the tail.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And the tail is something that you get to at the very end. But yeah, I'm just trying to get her used to everything I can, at least in these areas. So.
And later you'll use a carrot stick and do that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is basically to just get her used to and not afraid of, or desensitize, I guess is the word, to the equipment, the tools, and what we do in the training process. And we just slowly worked with her today. We had a lasso around her neck, and so she couldn't run from us, and then slowly, by applying pressure and release when she was doing the right behaviors, got her used to just being touched all over the face. We were touching her up on her behind the ears, up on top of her head, down the front of her nose, on her bridge, under her chin, in her throat area. We just had our hands all over her, and she eventually just realized that we weren't out to kill her. And then we slowly introduced the halter, and bringing the halter up to her so she can smell it, putting it on her neck, up running it across her face and stuff like that, so she could see it wasn't a weapon. And then she took it. What, 2 tries, 3 tries? Maybe?
Yeah.
On the halter? Maybe 3 tries.
Now I'm trying to do the porcupine game real quick.
Okay, so the porcupine game is a pressure game, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna apply pressure with your fingers, and you're trying to get her to disengage and move her hindquarters. There we go. And as soon as she moves, you release the pressure and rub the spot. And in the beginning, sometimes it takes a little bit more pressure because she doesn't know. See, that time she gave much more quickly. And eventually you'll be able to just barely apply pressure, and she'll disengage the hindquarters and move. He'll do that with the hindquarters, with the forelegs, but forward, backward, right? Yeah, and then be able to, doesn't this kind of end up building towards a side pass eventually?
In a way, yeah, you do it with both the
the forequarters and the hindquarters.
Yeah.
The forelegs, I should say.
I think it's the forequarters.
Forequarters, was it? Okay,
Yeah.
well, you know me.
Pops. Goddamn bugs.
Yeah, the fly had one in my ear all morning. So we're giving a little bit of pressure on the back of the head, and we're looking for her to take a step forward so that we can release the pressure. Her brain's still trying to figure out, what am I supposed to do to get this guy to release? Well, she's going to try to pull against it, but that doesn't work. We don't increase the pressure, and we don't yank on her, and we're not snapping the rope. We're just holding steady pressure until she gives us even the smallest give, and then we'll release. There it is. There was the release. So the hardest part in that whole process is whoever's doing the training is for them to keep their cool and allow the process to work. A lot of times people will get impatient and start yanking and pulling and snapping the line, or they'll give up and let the horse win, and then the horse figures the opposite, that all I got to do is yank or pull or be stubborn and this person will stop. So it's just this steady application of pressure until we get some kind of a give, and over time the horse will figure out to go ahead and move forward on the slightest amount of pressure.